this time on ESPN Radio 94.1, joined by a special guest. He is a quarterback at Westfield High School in Northern Virginia. They won 3 consecutive state championships from 2015 to 2017, including there in 17, his sophomore year. Helped the Bulldogs go on a great winning streak. We're talking about the newest Virginia Tech Hokie commit, quarterback Noah Kim. Noah, first off, congrats. How's it feel to be a Hokie?
It feels amazing. It's a blessing. I stepped foot on campus, and I felt like it's a home for me for my college career, and I feel like I could spend the next 4 to 5 years there when I get there. And yeah, it's just a blessing.
Now, when you were coming up into Westfield, I remember the basketball coach there, Doug Yule, telling me, watch out for this young man. He's going to be the next big thing at Westfield. And, of course, Westfield football is quite established with all the players that have come through the program. When you think of Eddie Royal and Evan Royster and Sean and Mike Glennon and the success. When you got to high school, how much pressure and expectations was it for you? And then you get thrust into the quarterback position with the back-to-back state titles. Take me through that a little bit if you can.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't really feel pressure. I just feel like coaches did a great job bringing me up. You know, I started off young on varsity as a freshman, and, you know, I was a backup, and they taught me, you know, a lot. I feel like I wasn't ready to play as a freshman, but going through a whole season, being a backup, seeing what they do as an offense, seeing what type of environment they're in, and seeing what kind of man you have to be to play this game, it really opened my eyes. It prepared me really well to come back my sophomore season and to win that state championship. You know, given that we had a great team, we had a great coaching staff. No knock on Oscar Smith because they had a great team as well with great coaches. But yeah, they just brought me up well, and it feels good to see all the hard work paying off, not just for me but for everybody.
Sure, you got a couple teammates you'll be playing against in the ACC. We'll get to it in a second here. And I know people down here in the 757 familiar with Westfield, having you play those 3 classic games in a row with Oscar Smith. Didn't happen last year, but a great season for your team. You guys are on a 37-game winning streak. Lose, unfortunately, in the state semifinals to Freedom 35-28, a game where you suffered a leg injury. Tell the people what happened for you and how the recovery and rehab has been since that gruesome moment.
Yeah, it was just a freak accident, you know, it just doesn't happen very often, but, you know, everything happens for a reason. I ended up, I broke my femur that day, and the recovery feels to me slow, but in the big picture, I feel like I've been moving on pretty quickly. I was cleared by the doctor, like last week, a couple weeks ago. I'm 100%. Started our team workouts and all that stuff, and we're, you know, moving at a pretty fast pace. You know, we're getting back into it. Everybody's excited. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to lose that last game. A lot could have gone different. You're not saying we would have won with me, but I just wish for that moment back. But, you know, we have another chance this coming year to get that back, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you're 28-0 in games that you have started and finished at Westfield?
Yes, sir.
So you haven't lost a game where you began and finished the game. Now, not to harp on the injury here, but when it happened, I imagine it's an excruciating pain, but what's going through your mind? Are you thinking, am I going to play football again? Take me through kind of that process, and was it more mental than the physical part? And I'm hearing from all the coaches that your recovery has been going great.
Yeah, to be honest, like, it hurt at first when it initially happened, and I rolled over, and I was like, oh, man, I actually did something to my leg. But, you know, no doubt came through my mind that we wouldn't have fought as hard as we could to win that game. Whether win or lose, I was going to be, you know, happy with my team because, you know, I saw a lot of kids, my teammates, when I got hurt, you know, shedding tears and all that stuff. And it just shows me that, you know, this game's not about me. It's not about just any certain player. It's about everybody in the community. Everybody puts something into this game. I didn't have any doubt that I wasn't going to bounce back. I feel like all great have to go through some type of adversity, and, you know, that's what I was put through. And Coach Simmons relates that to us. You know, you have to go through adversity to get better as a person, no matter what it is. And when that happened, I just had to keep my head held high. You know, I couldn't do it by myself, obviously. A lot of people visited me at the hospital. You know, I had a lot of people in my corner keeping my head high through my whole recovery. My mom and my dad were pushing me a lot. I had to go to physical therapy. I was working with Seth Lee, and he's been a true blessing in my recovery and got me to where I am now and back stronger. So I couldn't be happier.
We're talking with Noah Kim. He is a rising senior quarterback for the Westfield Bulldogs, and he's committed to play his college football for the Virginia Tech Hokies in Blacksburg, our guest on ESPN Radio 94.1 as Noah gets ready for his senior campaign. Let's talk about recruiting a little bit. I believe you got offered by Holy Cross, Western Michigan. Take me through who was in the picture before Virginia Tech's offer for you on Thursday, and you ultimately said, I'm going to be a Hokie.
Yeah, I had, 6 offers, and every coach that offered me, I couldn't thank them enough for what they provided me. They would always check up on me. They would always text me, call me whenever, just to check up on me, see how I'm doing. I think it was more than just a scholarship offer and more than just wanting them to play football for them. I think that all of them wanted to develop. Anybody that they offer, they wanted to develop all of us as kids and niggas into men. Yeah, I had William and Mary in Western Michigan, Holy Cross, Sacred Heart, Fordham, and Howard. And leading up to this visit that I took to Virginia Tech, this unofficial visit, I was talking to my parents, and I was just discussing that, maybe this, if I potentially get offered, would you guys let me commit to Virginia Tech? And they said, yeah, go ahead if that's what you want. I had full support from everybody, my family, friends, community, and all that stuff, from those who knew. When the time came, it just felt best. I stepped foot on campus, and it felt like home. I felt like I could strive here and all that. And so I feel like I was ready to be a Hokie, and here I am now.
That's great. You ended up picking Virginia Tech. What did they like about you as a quarterback, and what was it about the school? I heard it was a dream school for you growing up as a kid. What was it about them that kind of sets them apart in sort of the football tradition there?
Yeah, so I built great relationships with people, the coaches at my school, like Coach Shields and Coach Simmons and all them. And when I got to Virginia Tech, they kind of had the same traits as my coaches at Westfield. And I was like, oh, snap, I can gel with these guys. They all had good personalities. They're all fathers for the most part. A lot of them are fathers, and they all know what it's like to raise kids and all that stuff. And they know what's best for kids, and they seem not just about football. They want me to succeed in all aspects of life, it seemed like, and education. I just felt a really good bond that could be grown between me and the coaching staff at Virginia Tech, and I feel like it is really a special place there, and I feel like they want the best for me, and I feel like I can get the best from them, and I feel like that was the best decision for me, and that's why I made that decision.
What did they like about you? I know a couple of days ago they had a decommitment from a quarterback, and they can pick any quarterback, be it in the state or the country. What was it about Noah Kim that they conveyed to you they liked about your game and what they see in you long term?
Yeah, I feel like a big thing about myself is that I'm able to adapt well to anything, really. If a coach wants to run the offense a specific way, I feel like I can adapt and run that offense the best way possible. I wasn't really focused on the quarterback that was committed there. I just wanted to do my best at what I was doing, and they were to offer me while he was still committed. They would have offered me, and I still would have made the same decision. I feel like him decommitting didn't have any partake on my decision. But I just feel like I could talk about my game and stuff like that, and I think it's deeper than that. I think that, obviously they want a good quarterback to, lead their team and all that. I feel like I can do that, but I'm ready to do whatever they feel best is for the team, and I'm going to do that 100%.
Yeah, it goes deeper than football. And what do you want to major in there? Do you know yet?
Most likely sports medicine.
Okay.
Type of physical therapist type of thing.
Now, you got two teammates you had at Westfield in Taylor Morin, wide receiver, stud, defensive back, special teams ace as well. He's at Wake Forest, or going to Wake Forest. Eugene Asante, your backfield mate. I believe you guys dubbed yourself Batman or Robin or something like that. Batman, Superman a couple years ago, and he's going to play linebacker at UNC. How neat is it going to be to go up against them in the ACC in the coming years?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's always a competition, whether it's football or anything, anywhere, as just by nature, we're all competitive with each other. I've grown a great relationship with Eugene, and I've played with Taylor in youth ball since we was in 3rd grade or something like that. And I just remember, we were always on the same page. I was always throwing touchdowns at him. And when I got to high school, a little freshman on the football team, Eugene was really the first one to converse with me. And ever since then, we kind of took it off. My sophomore year, he was my running back. We just had that bond. We had that trust. Yeah, I remember that day when he referred to us as Batman and Robin. It's just little things like that. We've grown together as brothers, and it'll be fun competing against them. Hopefully, we get to be on the same field at the same time, playing against each other. Fighting for that W. But it should be fun. There's no negative to it. It's just friendly competition.
Sure. Last one, then we'll get to the fun part, the rapid fire for you. Noah Kim, our guest here on ESPN Radio 94.1, the class of 2020 quarterback from Westfield High School, committed to play for the Virginia Tech Hokies. A lot of Hokie fans all throughout the Commonwealth, whether they're in the Northern Virginia, out in Southwest Virginia, 757, you name it. Noah, give me a quick thumbnail on the upcoming season for the Westfield Bulldogs. We've watched you, and we're always expecting to be in the state championship hunt. I know the three-peat was snap, no four-peat this past year, but might we see you guys come December in Hampton, maybe against a 757 team in Oscar Smith or Ocean Lakes? What's the team looking like right now?
Yeah, that's the plan. Our team, we always lose seniors every year, and we seem to always bounce back and, rebuild. That's credits to Coach Simmons and the coaching staff. We couldn't do any of what we've done without them. The guys that are coming up this year, I feel like, are special. Losing this past year really showed us that we can lose any type of game in any type of way, and we got to fight for everything that we want, and we got to work hard preparing and leading up to anything. All the kids that are at Westfield right now, it's instilled in their minds that we got to work extremely hard for this if we want it. A lot of people are saying that since we're losing a lot of seniors, we won't be the same, but every team loses seniors every year. You lose guys every year, and it's whether or not you rebuild and have the same work ethic as those seniors did. And honestly, it's going to be very hard to replace Taylor Moore and Eugene and Bissett, all those guys, my O-line. But as long as you come with that work ethic, I feel like we're going to be ready, and we'll be ready for the season, ready to make our comeback run, hopefully.
Well, certainly a terrific culture there with Coach Simmons, what he has instilled with you guys at Westfield. All right, Noah, thank you so much for the time. Before we let you run, ready to do some rapid fire with us? Think fast on your feet questions and hit them out?
Okay.
These are the real tricky ones. It'll make you think here with Noah Kim, the Westfield quarterback, headed to Virginia Tech after this coming season with the Bulldogs on ESPN Radio 94.1. Favorite TV show?
Oh, snap. The Office.
The Office, okay. Avengers or something in the water? Avengers, all right. If you could be a superhero, what superhero would you be? Spider-Man, all right, I can dig it. Trade places with one person in the world, who you picking?
Ooh. One person?
One person, yeah.
Ooh, man. Honestly, probably Tiger Woods. He just won that PGA thing.
Yeah, won the Masters. Yeah, he's doing pretty well. A couple more for you here. Who does the best Coach Kyle Simmons impersonation on the team?
Oh, wow. Honestly, nobody ever has impersonated him.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's instilled that fear.
Man. I've never heard of I've done this for many. I never heard a player tell me that no one impersonates the coach. Well, by the end of the year, hopefully, if you win a state championship, you'll have a name for me on that one. We'll skip past that one then. Wow.
Actually, it'll probably be Eugene.
Eugene Asante. Well, see, he can't make him run anymore. He's going to Chapel Hill. So.
Yeah.
Two more for you. Noah Kim here with us on ESPN Radio 94.1. Rapid fire for the Westfield QB headed to Virginia Tech. All right, if you can visit one place in the world, where are you going?
Hawaii.
Oh, okay. And then lastly, in one word, describe Noah Kim, the football player. One word, Noah Kim, the person. Passionate. All right, I can dig it. Well, passionate about football and trying to lead the Bulldogs to a state championship this year before he gets to Virginia Tech. He's got a senior season upcoming. Thank you so much, Noah. Best of luck with the Bulldogs and beyond that in Blacksburg, and we'll keep in touch, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Noah Kim, our guest with us from Westfield High, headed to Virginia Tech in 2020 on ESPN Radio 94.1.